for baseball on the show from the bank, Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Miami Marlins and the Philadelphia Phillies. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Cliff Lee gets the ball for Philadelphia in this one. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matty, in his last outing, he didn't finish what he started, but he did throw a strong 8 innings. Got the ball club to win.
Christian Yelich. Underway now as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one as we get this one started at 7:06 p.m. These Phillies, Eric Karros, as they enter play here tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
And here's how the visiting Miami Marlins will line up in this one. Eric, who should we keep an eye on?
Well, we all know it. The man to watch, Giancarlo Stanton. He's gone deep 5 times in the last 10 ball games. Clearly, he's seen the ball really well right
now. Lee gets the sign. First pitch on its way. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Not a bad night to bring the parka along. 54 degrees at game time. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. A spin and a throw. The spin throw gets him at first. Nicely done for the second out. And with that, let's take a look at how the Phils will set up on D. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Into the windup and the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Might want to stay away from that pitch in the foreseeable future.
Yeah, well, whatever that was, he's lucky to get another chance.
Jordan going back on it. Gone! A solo home run here off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. Home run number 15 for him thus far, as the Marlins will take a 1-0 lead.
You just can't throw that pitch right there. That swing tells a story right there. I mean, he got all of that one. Remember, he homered in yesterday's ball game too, so he's riding a pretty good hot streak these past couple of days.
Batting 4,
Marcell Ozuna will stand in, and as you can see, the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Cut fastball, and it's by him 1-1. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Marlins are on the board first thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Miami. Jared Kozart gets the starting assignment for the Fish in this matchup. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, take a look at that whip. Around 1-3, which is pretty much league average. So he's been very serviceable all year long.
Grounded to the right. Backhanded. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Hey, just keep doing what they've been doing. They lead the league in slugging percentage. Work the ball down the lines and in the gaps. Continue to get those extra base hits that have been so crucial for them, and they're going to be successful.
Ben Zobrist will stride in now. Back in the lineup after being limited to pinch hit duties in yesterday's ball game. And now a ball hit pretty well down that right field line. This has some carry to it, and it is gone. Home run. So a solo home run off the bat of Ben Zobrist. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and it brings the Phillies back even now at 1 apiece.
Pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Brandon Jordan will stand in now as the National League's leading hitter entering play.
And that is huge for him, too. This is a contract year for him, so he'd love to take those great numbers straight to the negotiating table.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. This Marlin ball club Eric Karros, as they begin play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. Solo shot here to left. Home run number 15 for him thus far, and it's given the Phils a 2-1 lead.
And early on here, he's having real trouble locating his pitches. I mean, this is another pitch that's biting off way too much of the plate. And they've roughed him up for 2 home runs already, and we're not out of the first yet.
Michael Franco will dig in. Currently 5th in the National League in batting to begin play.
And he has a top 5 slugging percentage as well. So there's a lot of extra base hits that go along with that stellar average.
Out in front of it, strike 1. One out, nobody on. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Franco is retired, 2 down now. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the Miami D. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, the defense is going to be very involved. This guy on the mound doesn't strike out a lot of hitters. Balls are put in play constantly, so the defense is going to be active.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. And he falls behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Yelich is under it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We'll move to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. Phillies on top, 2-1. Mike Napoli will start things out in the 2nd inning here with both teams already on the scoreboard, but his guy's down a run.
Yeah, it was a pretty good start. You get that solo home run to give you the early lead, but then you cough it right back up in the bottom half.
Turned on down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Lee steps into his windup. Here's the 1-1. Right side, fielded by Howard. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the 2nd.
Batting second baseman.
So 1 gone now as we give you a look at where these 2 teams find themselves entering play in the National League's Eastern Division race. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Ricky Weeks. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry.
Ball 1.
Up and in for ball 1. Hit hard back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do.
Shortstop.
Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. On the ground to the left side. Zobris. Relay to Howard, and it's in time. The double play, that ends the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Ryan Howard will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off.
Baseman, Ryan Howard.
Ripped down the first base line, but a foul ball here, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And Howard will wisely lay off that one as it's back to 2-2 now.
We saw this in his last start. He just hasn't been able to find that put-away pitch with 2 strikes that you got to have at this level.
And a swing and a miss by Howard, and the big guy can't make contact. There's 1 away.
And this is what he's got to do out there. Just focus on the task ahead. Now, it'd be easy to go into a shell after giving up those 2 home runs in the first inning, but he knows they're counting on him to give him a few more innings, so he'll need to respond.
That's yanked into the stands, strike 1.
Salvador Perez is a multiple multiple Gold Glove winner behind the plate, including in 2015, but he can definitely do some damage with the bat as well.
Count 0-2.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
Pitcher.
Cliff Lee stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1.
Well, much better here in the second inning. To me, he looked a little bit tentative early on. It's starting to look like he's finding the rhythm now.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Ozuna on the run. And that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They lead it 2-1. JT Realmuto is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
JT Realmuto.
Lee's ready. Here's the first pitch. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Hit on the ground to short. Franco has it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Batting ninth. Pitcher. Jared
Settling in
Kozar.
now, Jared Kozar. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First offering on its way. Into the seats, 0-1. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
And if you're going to go after that pitch, you've got to be thinking right field. I think he just pulled off of that one a little.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Christian Yelich will get a second crack at it here. He flied out to lead off the ball game.
And he only saw a couple pitches, too. And that's great for the pitcher when you can get an easy leadoff out like that.
And he lays off there, 1-0. Little dribbler down the line. Gonna be a tough play. Throw on to the big fella Howard at first, and with that, the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They still trail it here, 2-1. Brock Holt digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Left fielder, Brock Holt.
Lifted in the air out to right. On the move is Stanton. He's there and records the first out.
Now batting.
So one gone in the inning as we take a look at what's on tap for the fighting Phils over the course of the next 7 days. And we, of course, will have all the action for you right here on the show. Ben Revere will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Not the greatest at-bat thus far as he misses that pitch in the dirt and falls behind 0-2 now. A lot of balls down in the zone in the last inning or so.
And I think that's in response to getting bit by those 2 home run balls. He might be a little leery of challenging guys right now, and I don't blame him. Keep it down there.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. In the air now, out to right field. Stanton is camped under this one. And that's out number 2.
The second baseman, number 18. Ben
Into the box,
Zobrist.
Ben Zobrist. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Remember that he hit a changeup, so it will be interesting right here to see if they just stick with hard stuff.
Oof, looks like he's chasing butterflies with that swing. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. He pulls this one into right. Stanton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Phillies down in order. They still lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Martin Prado, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
That evens it up 1-1. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Now batting.
Giancarlo Stanton stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance. First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
1 run on 3 hits and no errors in the game for the Marlins. They'll run this one in on him and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these 2 starters. And you can see both guys bringing it pretty good in this one. 95 on one hand, 92 on the other. Marcell Ozuna is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. Lee comes set. 1-1 on its way. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
And we've seen a lot of that pitch here in the first 4 innings, and it's been real effective for him, and that's another example right there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Mike Napoli stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Fourth inning of a 2-1 ball game. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
3 balls.
And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1. 3-2 now.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
This is line to left. In there, a base hit. Throw comes in quickly from left, so even on the hit and run, they'll hold things to first and second here.
The batter, second baseman,
Ricky Weeks gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the fourth. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two-way, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And a good pitch that time from Lee, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Boy, nothing's really come easy for him so far on the mound. He's had to work for everything.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They're down 2-1. Brandon Jordan is set to lead us off in the
Leading
home
up the
half of
fourth
the
inning.
fourth inning.
right
You know, guys, I
fielder,
love a guy like this
Brandon
leading off an inning
Jordan.
for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. So make it
Now
2 hits
batting,
for him in this one as
the
he's on base
shortstop,
here in the home fourth.
Mike
And his total currently
Hurd.
best on the ball club through these first 6 or so weeks of the young season.
Yeah, and when a guy can post numbers like that, his teammates just expect him to produce game after game. He's a hitting machine for them.
And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Two 2-0 pitch on the way. Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Ozuna is under it. 1 away.
Whoa, and as a pitcher, you'll hold your breath anytime a ball's hit in the air at this place. But luckily, he got under this ball a little bit too much, and that runner has to retreat back to first base.
Into the box now, Adrian Beltre. He flew out in his last at-bat. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily. And, oh, look out as the cutter ran way in and just about drilled him. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Smoke toward third. One there. On to Napoli, and they get 2 here to get him out of the inning. Down quickly go the Phillies as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Adeiny Echeverria will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
Lee looks in. Here's the first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, catcher, J.T. Realmuto.
Striding into the box, J.T. Realmuto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, strike one. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Oh, not fooled one bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. And how about that? J.T. Realmuto has got himself his first big league round tripper. We'll have to wait and see how many more of these he can mount in his career, but for now, I'm sure he's happy to say he's got his first.
Well, I think that any kid who's ever dreamed about playing this game dreams exactly this. Watching the ball disappear over the fence, then circling the bases in a big league ballpark. I'm sure he was practically floating as he jogged the bases. He'll be replaying that at-bat over and over. You know his phone's going to blow up. He's going to be calling his mom, his buddies. Everybody's going to be talking about this one.
Standing in now, Jared Cozart.
Now batting, the
Yes,
pitcher.
he'll take a look at ball
Jared
one.
Cozart.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Ah, that thing's knee-high on the outside third of the plate. Pretty understandable why he couldn't catch up with that one.
And a throw over to Howard, and that's the second out.
Yeah,
The
on a
left
slow
fielder,
chopper
21,
like that, that is the
Christian
third baseman's ball
Yelich.
if he can get to it. He's got the momentum going the right way towards first base, so he'll just cut right in front of the shortstop and make that play to first.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Holt is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Marlins able to knock things up on the solo home run. Middle of the night here in Pennsylvania, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Ryan Howard comes to the plate as we get started
Leading
here
off
in the
for the
bottom of
Phillies.
the fifth.
First baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Lifted the other way out to left center. Yelich on the move. Makes the play, one away.
He's just trying to get a fastball in there to start the inning. Ball winds up getting hit pretty well, but not well enough to do any damage. It's a one-pitch out.
Stepping in, Salvador Perez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
High in the air and deep to left center field. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a one-out double. So a double into the gap has him in business here with one away. As he moves into double digits now as we check out the team leaderboard. That is 10 for him here on the campaign.
Yeah, he's really contributed to the team this year. Here he is on second again with a chance to score on just a single.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Hit hard toward the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder.
We'll take a look here at his pitch count, and you can see, at least early on, he's been around the plate quite a bit. 36 strikes so far. Well, that's a sign that his location is where it needs to be.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Shot toward right center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. Around third and being waved on home. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second. It's a 3-2 ball game.
And this is what you need if you're going to build a winning ball club. You've got to have those support guys down in the order, and he comes through with an important 2-out RBI.
Ben Revere steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. It's the Phillies 3 and the Marlins 2. Martin Prado makes his way to the box to lead us off in the 6th inning. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Martin Prado.
Hit hard up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Giancarlo Stanton will stand in again, but first we'll flash you back to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go, a solo home run that had him off and running early on. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, showing no fear there. He put the pitch right at the letters away, but that guy didn't want any part of it.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now. Rolled foul off to the left, so he stays alive. And he'll manage to fight this one foul over near the left-hand side, and that'll keep the count steady at 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
I don't think there are too many guys in this lineup that could have laid off that 0-2 pitch. That's a real tough take.
Hard hit ball to second. But this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Yeah, and that might give you an idea of how his stuff is starting to straighten out just a little bit here now. It's the 3rd time through the lineup. And guys weren't getting a ton of solid contact earlier, but as his pitch count rises, they're starting to zero in on him now.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Oh, and forget the double play. It's under his glove. Oh, and he's not going to make it to third as he's gunned down by the right fielder, and that's a tough second out.
The first baseman, number 20.
Mike Napoli come in now with 2 away, and to this point at least, so much for having the 3, 4, 5 guys get the rally started.
Yeah, it's been an important inning for that man out there on the mound. He's held his ground, and he may get through the teeth of this lineup, still holding on to that lead.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Look out, 2-0 now.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, second baseman.
Ricky Weeks strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in if you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but It's still a long road back from here.
Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. Still a 3-2 ball game. Ben Zobrist will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia sixth. And now the Marlins bullpen will swing into action as a lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Sent on the ground out to second, and Weeks will flip to first, and that's out number one.
Now batting.
You get a look there at his pitch breakdown so far. That sinker of his is a great weapon to have, and he picked the right spot to use it there.
Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is. Hot shot on the ground is short. Throw on to Napoli takes care of him. 2 away now.
The batter, number 7, shortstop.
Michael Franco will stand in now. He struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. Grounded down the third baseline. This is foul for the first strike. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a liner, but foul. Cozart's ready. Here's the 0-2. Grounded to third. Prado was there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia, but they still lead it 3-2. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. It's on to the 7th inning now with the Phillies out in front, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Leading off the inning, Adeiny Echeverria, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1, so getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Fans, a quick reminder that our homestand continues tomorrow night with another matchup against these Miami Marlins. Good seats are still available at any ticket window here at the stadium, or visit us online at Phillies.com. And we'll see you right back here at Citizens Bank Park.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Comes back with the cutter and gets it by him. 1-1 now.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will. Just to the right of the chalk, a fair ball. He'll take the turn and head for second. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
Oh, he had to be sitting on this pitch because he was all over it. This is a curveball. Not really a terrible one either, but he guessed right, and he yanks his ball right down the line for a leadoff double.
There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball one. DK, the starter, creeping up on 100 pitches now, but that number alone doesn't appear to be affecting him too much at all.
Yeah, he still looks sharp. Still, the way the teams handle pitchers nowadays, I don't think he'll wind up going much further.
Cody Ashley.
Very weakly on the ground. That rolls foul for strike one. And he misses with it, 1-1. Another solid outing thus far for Cliff Lee. 2 earned runs through 6 1/3. Lifted in the air to center field. Revere is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Christian Yelich will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he can make...
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Adrian Beltre gets his chance when we come back. Bottom of the 7th now. Get up and stretch here in Philly. The Phillies lead it 3-2. Brian Morris will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. There is Adrian Beltre now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. It's a swinging bunt up the line. Prado bare hands it. It's there. He got him.
Oh, love it. And you know, sometimes these guys make it look so easy. You forget how difficult it is to make a play like that. Not only did he barehand this ball, but he also made a sweet throw on the run over to first base. So often you'll see a guy airmail or short hop a throw like that because of the bad grip you have on the ball. But not in this case. That's a nice play.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
And Howard will wisely lay off that one as it's back to 2-2 now.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1-2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Yelich is under this one. And there's the second out of the inning.
The catcher, number 13.
Salvador Perez steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Hit in the air to left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Martin Prado will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Revere, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
And both starters have been in form. 3-2 our scores. We give you a look at the starter comparison for these two opposing pitchers. Giancarlo Stanton strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Line toward the gap in left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Head down through first. He's heading for 2. And there's your tying run at second base with a one-out double.
The batter, center
So
fielder,
striding in,
Marcell
Marcell Ozuna,
Ozuna.
as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
And here's a ball hit in the air. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Trying to hold the lead. On the ground up the middle. Bronco fields it cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good job of staying with it that time as he's retired. Our line score to this point tells the story. You see the Phillies leading this one at home here at Citizens Bank Park as we draw nearer to the end. So stepping in, Mike Napoli, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Rocket to third. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
And now another base runner for him to contend with now. And as we bring up his line, you can see that's an even 10 hits against him so far. And you have to wonder how much longer they're going to let him stay out there.
Ricky Weeks stands in as he looks at a called strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And you know, as a hitter, you're seeing the ball so well when you can take a pitch like that and square it up and just hammer it right back up the middle.
Adeiny Echeverria is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
You know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
That one's in there, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Liner towards second. But this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Marlins forced to settle for 1. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. And we are all tied at 3 apiece. Donovan Solano will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base.
Playing first base, number 17,
Darren Ruff
for the Phillies.
has moved into the on-deck circle now, so that means the end for Cliff Lee. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. The man you see here out for a 2nd inning of work, and he becomes the pitcher of record now in a tie ball game.
Yeah, he pitched well last time around. No reason to think that he can't do it again.
And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting, left fielder,
Brock Holt will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Line to the right side. And that will fall in front of Stanton. It's a base hit.
Well, here we are. It's the 2nd month of the season, and this guy is showing no signs of slowing down. Got himself another multi-hit ball game here.
Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the 2nd out.
the second baseman, number 18, and
Ben Zobrist gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. And the runner back.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
From the stretch. This is pulled into right. Oh, and this kicks right off of him.
think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Stepping in now, Brandon Jordan, as he can't make contact and is tied up here at strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Line to left. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 9th inning coming up. And Michael Morse is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the 9th in a tie ball game. Jonathan Papelbon comes on now, trying to keep this ball game tied. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Shot weakly to the left. Beltre comes up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Yeah, you could see he tried to hold back on the swing, but he already committed himself too far, and this becomes a waste of an at-bat and an easy ground out.
Good late break to the slider here, but he takes it in on the hands for ball 1. Swing and a miss. Looked like a slider there, a ball and a strike. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. 1 out, nobody on. 2-1 pitch is a slider taken for a called strike 2.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
But taken in over at first for the 2nd out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Christian Yelich is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong inning, and he's done exactly that.
Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down.
And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
Third baseman number
So
24,
coming to the plate, Martin Prado. Although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around it. Hit to third. And they'll escape danger here after the 2-out triple as the inning is over. No damage done after the 2-out triple. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. Michael Morse will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Jorge Pineda come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Hit hard towards second. A diving effort here as he gets the glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Maybe a turning point here in a tie ball game. Catch a break, they get the infield single on this ball. Now what will they do from there? They've got tons of options.
Adrian Beltre comes forward to hit with the winning run at first.
Well, this is all about execution here, Matty. At the very least, he's got to find a way to move him into scoring position.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. One and two as he chases the slider.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. And now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And another foul ball. Shot back up the middle. And that's in there. Base hit.
And I think he finally just got to the point on the mound where he said, listen, my arm's had enough of this at-bat. You can just have the base hit. Just quit fouling off all of my pitches.
Ryan Howard will stand in now, hitless to this point, but with a chance to be a hero here.
Well, he knows better than anybody in that lineup that one swing could make up for a whole game's worth of struggle.
Back goes Stanton. He makes the catch, and the runner from second will tag and head for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only one away.
Salvador Perez readies for a big at-bat here. All he needs is a fly ball to bring home that winning run at third.
Yeah, and you know that he wants to drive this one deep if possible and just end it right now. But, hey, a seeing eye grounder would work too.
Stanton has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And they will not try it as the winning run has to hold tight at third.
I think holding him at third was probably the right decision. I think it would have been pretty tough to justify having the winning run get thrown out on a ball that shallow. So they're just going to have to see if the next guy can get a ball to end this thing.
Out in front of a fastball as this is ripped down the left field line. That's going to be a fair ball. And the Phillies are going to pull this one out. They walk off a winner.
You know, they came into this bottom of the ninth inning knowing that they needed just one run to make it official. And they come through big time here to send this crowd home happy.
The Phillies offensively here tonight were led by the exploits of this man, Ben Zobrist. What a performance he turned in. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Phillies win this one 4-3. Good night from Philly.